everybody. Welcome to the July cooking demo. We're going to be making some crushed hot potatoes and stuffed bell pepper and salmon recipe. Do you guys like to cook fish and salmon and things like that? Yeah? Who hasn't tried salmon before cooking at home? Yeah, some people are a little bit afraid of fish and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons why we're making it. So you guys can try it, see how we make it and things like that so that you can actually make it at home. So my name is Tori. I am a registered dietitian here. I'm also the Healthy Heart director. We also have Megan, who is our nurse for Healthy Heart. She's helping out today, and Kaylee. Kaylee's new. This is her first cooking demo. So she is our administrative assistant and data collection specialist for the Healthy Heart. And then our cooks today are some UCO interns, which is where I graduated from. So we have Jenny, Renee, and Tyler, who are going to be making the recipes for you guys today. So give them lots of questions if you guys have them as we cook along. And Jenny's going to go ahead and start making the potato dish. Enjoy.
So we're going to start with the crushed hot potatoes. We're going to drizzle some olive oil on the baking sheet. And beforehand to prep, we boiled these potatoes until they were soft where we can mash them with a fork, and we cut them in half so they would actually have less time to cook. And we're just going to lay them across the baking sheet. Has anyone had crushed hot potatoes before? It's kind of a different way of cooking potatoes. It's kind of like a play on mashed potatoes. Okay, now that we have some potatoes on the baking sheet, we're just going to mash them. And you can mash them to where they're all in an even layer across the baking sheet, or you can mash them to where they're just like one potato separately, kind of either which way you'd like to do it. Mash these.
This is a recipe that Rochelle makes at home all the time. This is one of her go-tos as a quick fix for a dinner meal.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. There aren't too many steps to go along with it. That's a good arm workout.
When she makes it for her neighbor kids, they call the rosemary that she's going to put on it grass. They think it looks like blades of grass.
Put the rest of the potatoes on here. Who likes eating potatoes? Yeah, they're
Everybody,
good.
right?
They're full of potassium, and we have some fiber in the skins.
So that's why I want to leave the skin on, because it has a lot of fiber in it.
Do any of you have grandchildren that like to cook? This would be a good way to get them involved. I'm sure they love mashing. make an even layer with all the mashed potatoes. Okay. I'm just going to even these out a little bit. Now that they're all mashed, we're going to drizzle it with some more olive oil. And then we're going to season it. And today we're going to use salt, pepper, and rosemary. You can use whatever seasonings you like. And today we're using sea salt, which some people think might be more healthy than regular salt, but it's actually not really. It's kind of the same. And table salt has iodine in it, which will prevent goiter and a big thyroid problem, so that's a good mineral to have.
And this is the rosemary that she's adding now. I have an herb garden at my house, and I always like to put rosemary in my garden so I can use fresh rosemary in my cooking, and that would be great on these.
And now that we've seasoned it, we're just going to put it in the oven. We have it at about 450 degrees. It's going to take about 20 minutes, and then you can try the hot cracked potatoes.
What's temperature?
Do you want to stop it now? The record button, right, to stop it?
Those little extra tops. So I'm going to throw those in there. It's not on the recipe. It just gives you an alternative if you want to do something like that. You know, the recipes are not set in stone. They actually, you can alter them. And then we're going to add some cilantro. This is fresh cilantro. And I'm going to kind of mix this around just a little bit with my hands. Just kind of get it mixed up some. This is where it's good with the grandkids. And this is just a different way of using onions. If you have somebody that's picky that doesn't like the, that doesn't like the texture of onions, it's a good way to get that onion flavor in there without them having to have the texture of the whole onion in there. And it does call for garlic powder, but I'm going to use a little minced garlic. Same thing, just and cumin. I love cumin. Who likes cumin in here? Yeah.
What is it?
It's a spice and it's got a slight lime taste to it, but it's really good. They usually a lot in chilies, so it's going to give you more of a Southwest taste. 350. And let's see, we use that, we use that, we use that. The garlic powder is really hard and rocky, that's why I decided to go ahead and use the minced. And then we're going to add some pepper jack cheese. and some feta cheese. Just want to make sure I was doing that in the right order. Has anybody had feta cheese before? It's a little saltier. It's goat cheese. I really like it a lot. I love it on salads with like a raspberry vinaigrette. It's really good. Just going to kind of stir this around a little bit. What's really nice about this, it's really can be a quick dish if you pre-cook your quinoa ahead of time, because basically when you stick it in the oven, you're only going to have to stick it in for about 20 minutes just to heat everything up, get your peppers a little tender, and that's about what makes it a little bit quicker dish if you want to do something quickly and you're like, oh, what am I doing? Going to cook for dinner tonight?
Quinoa's good for breakfast too.
I'm sorry?
Quinoa's good for breakfast too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more cheese because everybody loves cheese, even though we're trying to make it healthy. It is healthy cheese. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to just fill up our little peppers. Just did that backwards. So see, they've been cut off. They're cleaned out on the inside. So we're just going to scoop this down in here. Do you guys make stuffed peppers at home? Anybody make stuffed peppers? And then you just kind of set them right there, and hopefully they don't fall over. This would be really nice with like a light salad or something like that for dinner. Do you guys come to these often, or is this your first one? First one? First one? So who's newcomers here? Raise your hand. Nice. From what I understand, they put on some really good cooking shows or cooking demonstrations here. I know just working with Tori and Rochelle both, I've come across quite a few recipes. I'm like, oh, I need to try that when I get home. Other ways, if you wanted to make this have some more protein in it, the beans are protein, but if you want like a meat protein, you could always add some turkey, ground turkey meat. It would be really good. That's what I usually do, is stuff my peppers with ground turkey. So there's always different additives you can do to just change it up just a little bit. So do we all have grandkids? No? Kids? No? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes?
Grandkids, great grandkids.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm only on the grandkids stage myself so far. Thank goodness. They've got me wrapped so far around their little fingers. It's crazy. So I can just imagine great grandkids. It's done. Wasn't that quick? I got one little pepper that's kind of lopsided and it just doesn't want to sit right. Okay, so I'm just going to take what little bit left I have here and kind of top this off. Alright, now we're going to take these and we're going to put them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes on 350. And while those are cooking, we're going to turn this over to Mr. Tyler and he's going to show you how to make some salmon. And once again, because this was all pre-cooked, basically all we're doing is tenderizing these peppers to make them soft so they're a little easier to eat.
How's it going? You guys can hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Getting hungry.
Hey, I'm right there with you. It's about that time, noon 30, 3:30. I missed my lunch. Okay, let's see. So I'm making salmon. I feel like it's really loud. Okay, is it not loud? Is it okay? Okay. So what I did was I laid the salmon out already, so it's already ready to go. I put parchment paper on the bottom to make it easy to clean, but that's not needed. If you want, just take some olive oil, spray whatever you want on the bottom, keep it from sticking. Some salmon comes with skin. You have skin and skinless. Do you guys prefer one or the other? You like the skinless? Okay. See, I'm partial to the skin. I don't know why. I think.
Well, you take the skin off real easy once it's cooked.
Yeah, and that way.
All skinless in a way.
Right, exactly. So, and if you cook them with skins, just know, put skin side down, and when the meat starts to separate from the skin, it's usually done. Okay, that's just a hint if you ever buy skinless salmon in the future. So to prepare the salmon, all we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of olive oil and drizzle it over the top. You don't need much because it already has enough fat in it, but it'll just be a little bit. Okay. Do just a hair. Then we're just going to take some sea salt. Again, they talked about the sea salt earlier. It's not much different than regular salt. So if you like regular salt more, whatever one you prefer. We're just going to put a little bit on here. All right, not a whole lot. Then we're going to take some pepper. We're going to put it on. And that's all you do. It's easy. That's all we're going to do for the salmon part. And how you know it's done, it's going to start getting kind of fatty. So if you're cooking it and white stuff starts coming out, it looks kind of weird, just realize that that's the fat, and that's when you know it's starting to get done, okay? Don't be like put off by it. Don't think it's something weird happening with your fish or you bought a bad fish, okay? There you go. And that's it for the salmon. That's the quickest one so far, right? Now what we're going to do, though, is we're going to mix a little topping to put on it. So what we did was we took some cucumber and some radishes, and I already chopped them all up, so you guys didn't have to sit here and watch me chop vegetables. I'm sure that's pretty entertaining. And then we took some, what are these, scallions? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed something. There's somebody in the back of the room. Okay, mix these in here, just like that. Super easy. Then we're going to take some horseradish that I forgot to open. I'll put it in also. So things to remember with this. What's nice about this is it's packed full of antioxidants, okay, which will help with your bones, your joints. Same thing with the fish, omega-3 fatty acids. Somebody with fingernails, scissors, there we go. That'll help your heart. I think where I was at with that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stir this all together. A little bit more in there. Hope you guys like horseradish.
One thing you need to watch out for horseradish is if you put too much in, it can kind of get spicy too.
Oh.
So just watch out how much you put in whenever you put in dishes.
Okay. So there we go. And then what we'll do is once the fish is done, it cooks. It only takes 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes to cook the fish, so it's really quick. And once that comes out, we'll put it and we'll top it with this, and that's it. It's really simple. So I don't think I missed anything.
You guys have any questions for us while we're waiting for everything to cook?